Hi, this is Lauren. Welcome back to CraftSomeJoy. Today's episode, I'm really excited because we're going to talk about planners and planning and getting ready for the new year. I can't believe this year, 2019, is almost over, but it is time to think about a brand new year, the year 2020, and how we're going to tackle that year. And so I'm going to share with you the planner that I use and I have been using for several years, and it is the Day Designer Planner from Blue Sky. So I did get this planner at Target, and I really do. I love this style. I love this format. And I'm going to show you a little bit more about what the Day Designer format does look like. But I just want to mention here that I kind of switch back and forth between a monthly, weekly format and a daily, monthly format. And the difference is that, of course, the daily format is much larger and it has kind of a soft cover to it. And there is a page for each day of the year. And when I know that my year is going to be a little busier, I usually tend to kind of go with a daily, monthly format. And that works really well for me. And I use it to keep track of all the different activities I'm doing, and also kind of use it as a little bit like a scrapbook, because I'll put pictures in here and I'll put notes, and I may paint with watercolors and do a lot of different things in this type of planner. And it just gives me a good reminder of what happened for the entire year. So it's kind of a little bit of a keepsake that it just kind of gives you the whole year, not only the activities that you had to do, but a little bit about the fun stuff and all of the different celebrations that you might have had during the year too. Some of you may be wondering why, when I just did a video about how great disc-bound organizers are, why I would choose to go with a spiral-bound planner. And I think that's just a little bit of my quirkiness, to be honest. I really do prefer a spiral-bound planner. I just feel better knowing that all of my pages are secure in my planner. Nothing's going to fall out. Nothing's going to come out. And that when I flip through it, it is all still in one order, in one place. And it kind of just helps my brain think that I know what to expect day to day, month to month. It's the same format over and over. And for me, that works. And that's one reason why I did choose the Day Designer style, is because it's a format that works for me and the way I think. And planners are really a personal thing. So if this doesn't work for you, I totally get that. I think each of us has to kind of figure out what relates to us the best, and then go with a planner that works with your way of thinking and the way you approach your days. So this video really is just to kind of give you a little overview of the Day Designer planner, and also just to show you how I make it pretty and how I make it fun, because a planner should be all of that. And I did really fall in love with the Me and My Big Ideas, or the Happy Planner stickers. And I love all of the different sayings and the different packs that you can get from the Happy Planner brand. But as I mentioned, I do just really love the spiral binding. So I figured out a way that I could have both of these things and have them work together for me. And that's just my thing. I'm just going to share it with you today and see what you think. But by no means is this telling you that this is the best or the only way to have a planner set up, because I get it. Everybody is different, and you've got to just find what works for you. So anyhow, with that said, I just want to show you the planner that was available at Target. And this planner is a weekly, monthly setup. And I did also get the planner I'll be using this year, which is a daily, monthly setup. And that's the one I'll be working in today and showing you how I get that all prettied up and ready for my new year. But I do want to just show you the difference between the planner that I have purchased and the one that they're selling at Target now. So the setup for this planner is a little bit different, and it's a little bit larger. It is a 8.5 by 11 size versus the one that I've been using is an 8 by 10 size. And I do love the black with the gold polka dots. I mean, it's really cute and it's very classy. Date Designer always has a really beautiful monthly setup. And that's one of the things that drew me to this planner, is that the boxes have lots of space for you to get all of your different activities in as an overview. And I always really love seeing the month all together, all at once. Some of those planners that just are daily, they just do not work for me. I like to kind of get a visual overview of everything that's going on for the entire month. That is just really, really important to me to have in a planner. So I just want to show you a little bit more about this planner and the way it's set up. So each of the months is tabbed out, which is really nice. I really like being able to just grab a month and flip to it and see the overview. And then each of the weeks has a 2-page spread for the week. So this is a horizontal layout. There is a spot for each day of the week, plus Saturday and Sunday. And then there's also a top 3, a quote, a notes, and a box for gratitude. And that's one of the things I like about the Date Designer system, is that it always kind of helps you focus on that little box of gratitude. And again, you've got the month overview. And again, on the month overview, you also do have a notes and to-do list on the left-hand side, as well as the previous month and the next month, just to kind of give you an overview. So that's the planner that they're selling currently at Target. So it's a little different setup. It is that horizontal week setup. But I do want to show you what the setup looks like for the one that I've been using. So you can see here, my month overview, it looks very similar, but it is just a tiny bit smaller. The boxes are just a tiny bit smaller. And you can see this is kind of how I end up working on my planner to make it look cute and pretty. I put all of the washi tape and the Mombi stickers on there, and then that's just a really fun thing to look at when I open my planner. So the weekly setup is a little different with this style planner, and the weekly setup is a vertical setup. And so on the left-hand side, you have a column which you can put the week's to-do list down. And then for each day, you have a daily schedule, and then you have a top 3. So each day you have a chance to focus on what do you need to get done for that day. And you put your top 3 priorities there, and they usually all come off of this weekly to-do list. So each day you pull something from the weekly to-do list and you add it into what you need to accomplish for that day. So that's what I really enjoy about this setup. This format also does have a gratitude box, a notes, and I did cover up, there's another little box there that says next week. And I did also cover up the quotes, and I'll talk a little bit more about why I cover the quotes up in a little bit. But for me, this is just something that visually now it looks really pretty. And I enjoy using my planner with all the decorations on it. So as I mentioned, I wasn't able to find this format at Target this year, but I did see it at Staples, and I do believe they have it at bluesky.com. And so that's where you can find the vertical weekly monthly format if you are interested in that. So now what I'd like to do is show you the planner that I'll be using and setting up in this video, and that is the daily monthly planner. And this one they did have at Target as well, and I just needed a planner where I had an entire page devoted to each day of the year so that I could really kind of just keep track of everything that I needed to do and things that I was working on. So it's just going to be a good reference for me when I come back to this year and kind of see where I was and what I was working on and what I was doing. Really, again, sometimes I like that weekly, monthly format, and sometimes I like the daily, monthly format, and it just kind of depends on what's happening during the year. But I have used both of them, and this is an example of a year when I did use the daily, monthly format, and you can kind of see here how I used it during the year. There were times when I was able to just go ahead and take pictures on special days, and I did some watercoloring. I just had fun with each of the days in this daily, monthly format. So as I mentioned before, this is really a way that I use this as a planner as well as kind of a memory keeping place. So the daily monthly format has a column where you do keep your schedule. It also has a top 3. It has a to-do list. It has a little box with a quote for the day. It has a box for notes, and then it has a box for gratitude for the next day coming forward. So I really do love being able to have so much room to work on each day and have all of those things kind of brought to the forefront of what I need to focus on for each day. And you can see here, it's got the month overview, which is really nice to be able to just kind of see everything. And you can see once my months get full, kind of what they look like. I do add different stickers and different quotes during the month as it goes on. And so as the month progresses, each month gets filled up with a lot of different things. I also like using washi tape to designate different things. Like this one I've used to designate spring break and when my kids will be home for spring break. I've also taken my watercolors and put them right on the page, because again, this is just a fun place to kind of have everything represented for my year and my month. Okay, so that's just kind of a little bit about the daily monthly planner and what my new one will probably look like once the year is over, once the year gets going. So let's take a closer look at this one that I just purchased. And this is a January through December. I do prefer to have it on a yearly basis. I know they do have some calendars that are set up for a school year, but my preference really is to have a January to December setup. And usually those come out around October, November to get the new planner for the next year. So I also wanted to show you that in order to make this planner pretty, these are the 3 Happy Planner sticker packs that I will be using just to kind of give me my first pass at what I will be decorating with. And they are the Happy Quotes, the Gold Star Quotes, and the Essential Planning sticker packs. So this is just what I found recently, and I fell in love because they have some really great, beautiful quotes in them. And you'll see how I use those as I get my planner set up. Once I get the stickers kind of set up in my book, I will go ahead and take those sheets out, and then I will cut up whatever I have left over, and I will put them in my sticker planner organizers and my blue binders. And I do have a video on how I have that set up, so I will make sure to link that in the top right corner in case you're interested in watching the video on how I organized all of my planner stickers into notebooks. And it's a really easy way now that I can find exactly the planner sticker that I'm looking for. It is a little bit of work and it does take a little bit of time, but it really does help me find exactly what I need when I'm ready to put those fun stickers on my pages in my planner. So I just want to show you some of the first sheets that I pulled out of these packs that are kind of oriented towards the year and towards the holidays. And these did come out of the Gold Star Quotes book from Mombi and the Happy Planner. And I really, really loved the look of these quotes for my calendar for this year. They did a fantastic job with these Gold Star Quotes. And I can just see how it's going to be fun having these plastered all over the pages of my planner. Anyhow, that's what I'm going to get started with. And I'll be using these for the different pages. and the different month setups as I go through my planner. So one of the things I like to start off with first when I'm working on my New Year setup is to find a really fun birthday sticker sheet and also a holiday sticker sheet. And these two came out of the Essential Planning pack, and these just have a really darling font. And so this is the stickers that I'll be using to set up for my holidays in the planner and also for my birthdays. And it's just fun to see those cute little notations for all the different holidays when you open up your book. Okay, so let's get a quick little tour of this new daily monthly planner. So this one, as I mentioned, I did find at Target for this year. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of dig in and get started decorating it. So when you open up the planner, it does come with a ruler that just pops in that you can put in to mark your daily current page. This year they did add a couple sticker sheets to the planner, which is kind of fun, and they're all printed in gold and bound right into the book. So they also included a fun pocket, and I really love that because I'll be putting my stickers right in that pocket, my favorite ones that I'll be using. And it does have a place for your personal information. It has an overview calendar, and the Day Designer system starts with 4 different areas where they want you to set up. Start with the big picture, set your goals, design your days, and stay on course. And all of those are explained in the calendar, but I do like that because it helps you focus on what's important and add those to your daily planning pages. So it also gives you a few extra calendars for that lead up to the beginning of the year. And then it starts with the first monthly overview, which is for January. And so I'm just going to kind of roll through and show you how I'm going to get those holidays on there, the birthdays on there, and some of my, just the first pass at how I decorate my planner for the year. So with a brand new book, one of the first things I like to do is just to go ahead and take all the holidays and use up that whole sheet of stickers and just get all of those holidays on the entire year. And it's just kind of a fun way to get started with looking at the whole new year by looking at all the fun holidays that are going to be coming up. So that's really kind of the first step that I do. And you'll notice as I go through and get this planner set up that sometimes I'll put things down and I'll flip forward and I'll flip backwards, and it just depending on what strikes me and what stickers I find, I'll kind of just flip back and forth once I get my holidays in to add in those stickers that catch my eye or that I want to include into my planner. And so there's really no perfect way to do this. It's just to have fun and enjoy the decorating process and enjoy the process of making your planner look pretty. And really that's the whole goal when you have all of these fun Mombi Happy Planner stickers at your disposal, then you can have so many opportunities just to make your planner look pretty and be fun and colorful and just a fun thing to use in your daily life. Okay, so now you can see exactly what my craft table looks like after I have done a decorating session for my planner. I've got all my washi tape out, my stickers, and everything that I was using to go ahead and get my 2020 planner set up. And I just want to do a quick flip through now that I've kind of finished putting my first pass at all my fun stickers. And I just want to mention, I did go through quite a few of these books. The Essential Planning, that's more for day-to-day planning, so I still have a lot of those left. The Gold Star Quotes, I ended up using pretty much the whole pack of that. I do have a few sheets left, but most of it has been used, which is really fun to see. I love using things up. So what I'll end up doing for my leftover sheets is just taking these last stickers and cutting them apart and adding them to the different categories, and then putting those in my planner sticker binders so that the next time I need one of these, I can just look in my binder and I'll be able to grab exactly what I need. Because those are all categorized and I know exactly how to find everything in there. So anyhow, let's go through and I'll show you how I finished setting up my day designer. And again, I'm probably got a few more sessions before it's completely done. And then as I go through the year, I also pull out stickers and kind of decorate as I go through each day. So I did end up putting a couple sheets in here that are really fun, kind of the little word art sheets that I'll be using throughout the year when I'm working in my planner. Okay, so January, I ended up just keeping that really fun and simple with just some silver and a little bit of word art, which is fun. And I've got all the holidays written in there. And you'll notice I just, as I was doing previously, I just added washi tape at the top, and then I went ahead and added some at the bottom so it kind of frames the calendar month, which is just fun to look at. Here's February, which has, of course, pink and hearts built up on that. And here's March. And we're getting into the springtime. So here's April. And again, if you want to set your planners up, it's going to look very different because your stash of washi tape and stickers is going to look a lot different than mine. But you get the idea of how much fun it is just to add that color, and what a difference between just the plain calendar and then now with all the color and accents on it. So fun. So here's May, and I've got those holidays put in. Mother's Day, and then some pink at the bottom. Here's June. We're getting into summer, so now we get some of the summer ideas on here. And then July, this is where we have red, white, and blue for us here in the US. August. And sometimes in these summer months and some of those months, I'll just pick washi tape that I think is pretty and then end up putting that in because there's not a whole lot of theme things to add to the pages. So anyhow, you just kind of work with what you have. And then we have September. We're kind of getting into the fall. So now I've got some of the fall items in here. October. Halloween, of course. That's always a fun one to decorate. November. Can you believe it's going to be a year from now? November, we've got Thanksgiving. And then December. So fun. So this year I went with some pink and green and blue in my pages. Okay, so I just want to also point out that one of the fun things that I did in order to get myself set up for this coming year is just have a lot of fun with the different word art stickers. That's really kind of what I love to see when I open up my planner, is a new quote or a new message for me on each page. And so what I end up doing for my daily pages, and again, if I was doing weekly, I would just do the same thing for the weekly setup, is I go ahead and just choose some washi tape. Sometimes it's theme oriented, sometimes it's just washi tape that I want to see. And this is a good way to kind of just have fun with your stash of washi tape, which I have a lot of it, so it's really fun for me to use it and see it in my planner. It's a perfect place to put it. So the way the Day Designer was set up again, as I mentioned, they have little boxes here on the daily pages where the quotes are, but the font is so small, I just never even really bother reading it. And I like a big bold message when I come to my page. So that's where I went ahead and just used that same format, the little box, but I added in the Happy Planner stickers and all of the different messages from there. So I'm just going to flip through a few of them and you can see how I did that. So here I just went ahead, I just stuck it right on top of the quote because I don't even really see the words, I just see the new quotes. You can see, so then I added some washi tape and again, the quotes on each page, same here, and same here. So every time you're going to have like a weekend setup, you can use some weekend stickers and then just go ahead and give yourself another little fun message. So every day you're going to have a new message to look at when you open up your planner. So it's really kind of fun. I'll just flip through a few more here and then you can kind of see, so that's just the basic setup. So each day you can go through and do the same thing. So on all these different pages in between the months, I just did the same thing. I added those stickers on there and you can see I still have a few more pages to go through, but it's a great way to just keep using up those Me and My Big Idea stickers because it's really fun to open your pages and have a new message for each day. So anyhow, that is my planner setup for 2020. And if you have used Day Designer planners, can you leave a message for me in the comments section below? And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I have a lot more ideas and videos coming up in all the different areas of the craft world. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and in order to get notified of when I have a new video, ring that bell. So until next time, I hope you take time to craft some joy. Bye.